Oh!
Because I can't.
What?
Oh, did you win?
Checkmate, bitch!
God damn.
Alright, guys, you'll never see that video again.
All right, are we ready to try this out for
Okay,
real
let's try this
now?
again for real. There's 2 practice games.
Okay,
that
Devin,
count.
don't go
One
anywhere
was
this time.
Yeah,
Oh,
get
I'm
him.
not going anywhere.
Stay.
This is okay. I'm staying. Sorry. This is our video. This is the video. Here we go.
Okay.
Before we
let's do
start,
video.
before we start, I gotta eat this carrot. I gotta bask for a second.
Okay, here we go. Welcome, everybody. I'm David Green.
That's Sab.
Yeah.
I'm Zac.
My name's Devin Caron.
Hey, buddy.
And I'm Sab Powers.
We're going to play
Yeah,
some chess and try and make it entertaining for you because we're bored as hell because we're stuck at home.
That's
I like
literally. Here's the thing. Like, I'm happy that I still work from home because I'm a programmer. I can just literally go and code at my house.
You know code?
Yeah, I know code.
What? How do you do that? How do you learn? Teach me.
I'm not going to teach you on a. There's so much to teach that I can't do with a 20-minute game.
Fair enough.
No, see, I went to school for it. And at first, I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll go to school and learn how to program so I can make games. And then I really quickly realized I don't want to make games. So I just learned to program. I figured I'd get a job as a programmer once I graduated. And then, like 3 or 4 semesters in, I realized I'd rather be streaming than programming. But I kind of need a job to get streaming going, so I decided to just stick with programming at the time being.
I watched this video about how like coding is like the language of the future. Everybody should learn how to do it. So that's good on you
Okay.
for knowing how to do that, man.
I wouldn't say everybody should learn how to do it because then you overthink a lot of things, and the weird thing is it's a totally different way of thinking. Like you'll actually put extra steps into your thought that you don't even realize are there.
Mm.
Like programming.
That
for
sounds
example.
like a good thing to me.
No, but like really simple program. Let's say you're adding 2 numbers that you put in to a machine into output together, right? You gotta get the output. You gotta change them both into actual numbers, not just text string. You gotta add them together, then you gotta output the actual setting back into a third box. And like you don't think that's a thing to even consider until you realize how the programming actually works.
So
You have anything
Zac,
to
you
say about
game a
this,
lot.
Devin?
No, I have a question. Zac, you game a lot, right?
A ton, yeah. Especially
And
since I've been
you
in quarantine. Pardon?
And you program. So
yeah.
do you find it true? I read a fact that like people who game a lot have like faster. I don't know what the word is, but like if something's moving, you can see more things moving at once than a regular person.
Yeah, so they did a whole study on that where like a regular person can see like 3 or 4 things moving at once, but a person who's a gamer can see like 8 or 9 things moving, and it makes sense so because you got the menu, you got the map, you got enemies, you got your health bar, you got your item bar, you got all kinds of other crap that's on the screen that you got to keep track of simultaneously so you don't die while you're playing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
David, why did you want to know if he can teach you how to code? You want to program a way that you'll win every time?
No, I find it interesting. It's a skill that I want to learn. Like, I do, because I have websites that I make, and I just do it like a basic Weebly account, but then there's some things where when I don't want to pay for something, so you want to delete some sponsorship thing at the bottom, so like Weebly banner, and I'm like, hey, go put some code and get rid of that. So I've been like Googling and YouTubing how to do that. But
yeah, so the thing with web design is that it's all with what are called HTML tags. They're like if you actually inspect like an element, if you actually right click on a web page and say like inspect web page, a little like console pops up and it shows all the actual web code that goes behind it. So like if you want to have a sentence on your website, it's like both chevrons and a P in the middle, and then you close off that by having the same thing with a slash right after the first chevron.
Wow.
And that's what we call a paragraph tag.
Do you think that you could program like a little verification check mark in my Instagram?
I mean, I could, but we call that in the professional world hacking, and it's really frowned upon.
Have you guys been to the dark web?
No, I'm curious, but I don't want to take a look at it.
I didn't go on the dark web, but I did some Google to find out how to get to the dark web, so I know how to get there, but I'm too scared Touch.
No,
have
I
to
don't want to
download
know
it.
what's on the dark web.
You can't even get on there through like any normal like Firefox,
No,
Chrome, or anything. You have to
No, you need to use
dark
Tor.
web
first.
browsers. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Anybody
here's-
can get on it though.
Here's the crazy part: the dark web is like infinitely bigger than the web that we regularly have access to.
Really?
basically
Just
the
people
dark web
murdering
is
people on there?
Yeah. The dark web is like every single website that Google can't or won't process.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like there's like hitmen for hire, there's drug cartels, there's
Yeah.
human trafficking, all
Yeah.
kinds of all kinds of weird shit, and there's like professional hackers that you wouldn't believe how good they are.
I don't even want to talk about that. Like,
It's scary, right?
Yeah. They're watching us right now.
Right now, right? Do you believe in all the conspiracy stuff that everybody talks about that's going on right now? And
dude, we're getting into conspiracies. Okay.
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
not? It's
Heavens out.
12:51 in the morning.
What conspiracy specifically?
about adrenochrome? You heard about that stuff?
Adrenochrome. I've never even heard of that.
Oh, about all the like all the elite and everything, how the trafficking of children.
Really?
I heard a little bit about that. That
8 million children go missing every year because apparently what you do, they terrify them, torture them to get them to heighten up their what's the levels of adrenaline, and then you kill them and take their blood out or like that, and then the people drink that blood and inject that blood, and that's why all the famous rich people are addicted to this drug that gives you all these crazy powers and stuff.
That's terrifying.
That's what
Genuinely terrifying.
Look
Oh
it up.
my
Go
god.
down the rabbit hole. Look up adrenochrome and
Adrenochrome? Okay, let me look it up right now.
crazy stuff.
The Illuminati's real.
There's a lot of stuff that's like, I don't know.
That's actually freaking scary though. Like,
So
And like all the the like when Jeffrey Epstein died and then Jeffrey didn't kill himself, like underneath his bunker, that's where all these kids were and all the stuff, and all the rich people go there and they're just trying to cover it up because they own the media and they own everything, and there's nothing you can do to find out about it.
oh yeah, David, it's a few people that own the whole world, man.
Yup.
But let me tell you something. Little story. And I'm not going to go too far with this because of the area of that I want to go down career-wise. But I was talking to Rob Schneider, who plays, you know who Rob Schneider is?
Bigelow, male gigolo.
Anyways, yeah, so I talked to him in real life. Like, I met him, and I didn't talk about anything about the Illuminati. But later, I was on a live stream that he was doing, and he was talking about it because someone asked him, and he said, and I quote, "Why do you think I'm not an A-list celebrity?" That's what he said. And I'm like, what can you say about the Illuminati? He said, I didn't join it, and it's not a joke. I can't talk about it, but it's very real, he said. And that was the end of what he said. He said, I can't talk about anything else, but it's very real. And I'm like, holy crap. And I know some other celebrities that I can't even say, I don't feel comfortable saying on this, that have been in the Illuminati, that I'm close with people who know them, and it's just guys, like, it's real. And that's why if I'm ever offered to sell my soul, like if you're like, because people do it, I'm saying right now, I'm not selling my soul. I'll be a loser.
all right, we're holding you to that right now. And if you do, we're kicking your ass. No, but like, it's crazy to think that kind of stuff exists, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's genuinely scary.
Like, I was approached by the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn when I was a teenager.
You were?
Yeah.
How did they approach you? What did they do?
I was really getting into like magic and spirits and stuff like that when I was a teen. And I was hanging around this like magic bookshop that is now shut down because apparently they just went out of business. But I'm chatting with the owners, and this guy comes and pops in, and we're all chatting. I think it was like a 3-hour conversation. He gives me a business card, and it actually says Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. I was like, I don't want to deal with this right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be in some giant mystical ancient order. I think I can do better things with my life than that, you know?
Like, think about, what's his name? The guy that does the magic. Greg Fruin.
Never heard of him.
What?
Really?
I've never heard of Greg Fruin.
It's in Niagara Falls. He has the Greg Fearon Theater. I think David's even done shows there.
Yeah, I've done a few.
Let's be honest, man. There's no way that, like, he's, like, like, there's no way. There's no way.
There's no way what?
That he does what he does.
What is it's not actual magic. It's
You understand magic is misdirection, right?
It's a magic trick, Devin. It's a trick.
I think it's real. There's no way.
Wow.
It's real.
I can tell you probably 90% of the tricks he does. You watch the show 3 times, you will figure out the tricks yourselves.
No, I think it's
Dude, you better post this game, David. You better post
David,
this.
please. And Devin, when you're like 25 years old, we're bringing you back to watch this.
We're all going to be dead in a couple weeks.
Funny.
Just for talking about this, in a couple weeks from now, people won't even remember that we existed. Like, that's what I'm scared of.
Yeah, I know, because
Oh,
we're filming
shit.
this recording on Zoom, the things we've talked about already, like, they're watching. They're always watching. If people told me that, yeah. I didn't kill myself, guys. I didn't kill myself. Don't believe anybody.
Oh my
If
god.
you see this tape...
Have you seen the movie Shutter Island?
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Scorsese, DiCaprio.
Where they convince him that he's crazy? Oh my god, like that just got into my
He
head.
is crazy. You didn't even watch the movie, bro.
What?
Yo!
He is crazy. That's how it finishes.
Yeah, but Devin, the way
He's
Devin
the
sees it is that they convince him he's crazy.
They convinced me that I'm crazy.
That's so funny. It's cool that people, just the way people see things, you know?
But was he crazy? Because you don't know.
No, you do know. And then, at the end, it's like he chooses, I think at the very end, it's kind of one of those ones that's left ambiguous. It's either that he went back to being crazy, or he knows they're gonna like lobotomize him, and he just doesn't want to deal with the pain of knowing that his kids died and he killed his wife, right?
Yeah.
But he did
So
the
it's
right
like,
thing.
I'd rather get lobotomized. So he kind of gives like a winking thing, like, let's get back to work or whatever. I forget exactly what he says to the detective, right?
Yeah, he's like, oh, they won't. They think that I'm
But it's the
like
doctor.
into it. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
that
it's a
movie
good
just
movie,
messes
dude.
with
It's
your head.
I've watched even like YouTube videos like explaining it and stuff because it's got like so many metaphors in it, like of him being like afraid of water and stuff because that's how his kids died, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah. You know,
This is a tough game.
This is like the movie The Truman Show.
Oh, love The
Mhm.
Truman Show.
Just on the thought of like everything being fake, you know.
Do you ever
Yeah, I
think-
used to think that I was in the Truman Show. You know, a lot of
That's
people
what
have
everybody
that thing.
has had that thought. Yeah.
David, you better start making some moves faster. You're gonna run out of
Yes.
time, and you're gonna be
Oh
pissed.
crap! I didn't realize. I forgot it was a 10-minute game.
Yeah,
God damn, sorry, buddy.
Do you
it's
ever
okay.
have,
You're gonna
like,
lose. That's
going well.
that's all that's gonna happen.
Do you ever genuinely?
I think I can give you more time here. Let me figure this out. Yeah,
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
I'll give you 15
can
more
add
seconds,
time?
Bam. That's all it lets me do. Maybe it'll pop up again, but okay. Let me see what I should do.
What were we going to say, Devin?
Like, I know it's stupid, but that's the point. It's like, you know, when we were, well, I'm still a kid. You guys aren't. People.
Fuck
we used
you,
to say,
buddy.
like what
Sam's
if nobody?
16. What are you talking about?
What if nobody's real? You know, what if I'm the? What if everybody's just fake and I'm just like real and,
Right.
and, like
Yeah.
everybody's just made up?
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
like a simulation. Everybody's own world is just their own world, and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, you can get some pretty dark paths if you go down that, though. You know, you don't want to do that too much.
No, that would really mess you up too. If you end up if you
You're
actually
like, this is a video game. I could just kill hookers and it doesn't hurt anyone.
well, I do that anyways. But I mean, now that I'm able
Nice.
to.
People do that, and that's what's messed up.
Yeah, well, some people just stop caring. A while ago, they were just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm done.
And we're back. We're tied again in this game, which is nice.
It's a good game. It's a weird game. Everything's all bunched up. You can hardly move anywhere.
The thing is like,
yeah.
we're so used to existing that we don't even see anymore that it's totally effed up that we are existing right now. You know?
Well,
Yeah,
hell, think about all the random strings of events that have happened that we are still existing, that we're existing right here, right now. Like if I hadn't come to Niagara for school, I wouldn't have met any of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where'd you come from? Oh, you came from Montreal, right?
Yeah, came from Montreal when I was like 19 years old.
There's a parallel universe where we're all happier.
Yeah.
And you can
Just kidding, buddy. Love you.
There's a parallel universe where COVID's already won.
Guys, I think COVID is it.
No.
No, I think that this is like a test run. Like, I'm not saying that it's not, like, it is a disease and it's going out there and all this stuff's going on, but how, I don't know.
There's conspiracies about the disease too. People think that it was
like
put,
the
it was
people
put
in
out
the
in
New World
November.
Order and the Illuminati want to take over and we're one world government and everything. And
Yeah.
and they want to decrease the population. I think this is the trial run to get everybody all used to being stuck at home and you're going home and scared to go outside and just get money at home, just do that. And eventually in like 10 years time is when the real bad thing comes even worse. And it's just like when COVID happened. And that's when
What's crazy for me to think about?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, well, I don't know. You guys still have a
I did
long.
not see that. God damn.
Yeah, buddy.
God.
Look at this one too. Bam.
What? Okay. I'm getting all freaked out now because I'm talking about these bad things on a stream. And I'm paranoid now.
You started it, David.
It's not in a stream unless you post it.
Yeah, I know, but
It's not like we're live.
It's still up on the internet and it's still on Zoom. Anybody can hack it.
That's
Everybody
true.
talks about this shit, dude. I have a cousin that won't shut the fuck up about reptilians and all this kinds of crazy shit, and he's fine.
Well, what's wrong with that? You picking a bone? Are you referencing Adam?
I hope we post this. Adam's the best. He's my favorite reptilian.
He's great.
Like, I don't know
And Zach.
what conspiracy is, I believe, or like how high up it goes, or how ridiculous. I just believe there's something. There's whatever. Like,
Here's the thing: the more ridiculous it is, the less chance we have of believing it.
And the media,
once
I don't
again,
believe the media. I don't. That's it. I just don't believe anything anymore. Anything that anybody tells me,
Yeah.
the media tells me, nothing I trust. I'm like, I don't know what to believe.
The thing
Nice
is
moves,
like,
David.
there's no
Fuck.
such thing.
Now you can
There's-
put me in check too.
There's no such thing as things being too impossible, because the fact that we're here is what I'm saying is like that's impossible. There's no there's no such thing. Like how is it even? Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I feel like I'm just behind a screen, like my eyes. I'm just behind a screen watching everything happen.
Okay, something for you to keep in mind. You don't see with your eyes, you see with your brain. Your eyes just perceive everything and bring it into your brain.
Yeah, and apparently everything's upside down, and then it flips it around.
Yup.
What's wrong about it?
Hey, give me 15
That makes no
seconds,
sense.
Sam. Give me
I feel my
15
table
seconds.
right there.
Okay,
Thanks, buddy.
no problem, dude.
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight
But-
now. After
Yeah. Oh, I'm not
Also-
sleeping. I am not sleeping tonight. Fuck that noise.
Think about the past 20 years and how much things have changed and how fast things are changing.
Oh, I can give me 15 seconds again. Oh, I can keep doing it.
Nice.
There you go, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Give me one more.
The more time goes by, things
No, I
are
didn't see that.
evolutionizing faster.
Sorry, what was
I
that,
don't know.
Devin?
Like the more time goes by, the
Ah!
faster things are evolutionizing. Is that a word?
Check.
Evolving is the right word.
Look how happy Sam's
Okay.
face is right now.
You're still gonna win because I gave you so much time if you move fast enough. No, I don't think you're gonna win.
Shit, man. Oh, it's a
So
draw!
I still have 7. Oh,
Fuck! What?
wow.
That's so funny. God damn it!
No way.
Oh, that was the best recording ever.